Welcome to Bible Quiz Tube. Ready to challenge your Bible knowledge? We've got 30 tough questions from the Old and New Testaments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your score in the comments. Let's dive into the quiz.
Question 1. Which wife of David was taken away by her father and given to another man? A. Maacah. B. Abigail. C. Ahinoam. D. Michal. The correct answer is D. Michal. The explanation. Michal was taken away by her father, Saul, and given to another man, Palti, but was later restored to David. But Saul had given Michal his daughter, David's wife, to Palti the son of Laish, 1 Samuel chapter 25 verse 44. Question 2. Which of David's wives bore him his eldest son, Amnon? A. Ahinoam. B. Abigail. C. Maacah. D. Bathsheba. The correct answer is A. Ahinoam. The explanation. Ahinoam of Jezreel was the mother of Amnon, David's firstborn son, and sons were born to David at Hebron. His firstborn was Amnon of Ahinoam of Jezreel, 2 Samuel chapter 3 verse 2. Question 3. Who was David's first wife? A. Abigail. B. Michal. C. Ahinoam. D. Bathsheba. The correct answer is B. Michal. The explanation. Michal, the daughter of King Saul, was David's first wife, given to him after his victory over Goliath, and for bringing back 200 Philistine foreskins, and Saul gave him his daughter Michal for a wife. 1 Samuel chapter 18 verse 27. Question 4. Who was the wife of Uriah the Hittite? A. Abigail. B. Bathsheba. C. Michal. D. Maacah. The correct answer is B. Bathsheba. The explanation. Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah the Hittite, was later married to King David after Uriah's death. She became the mother of Solomon, who succeeded David as king. David sent messengers and took her, and she came to him, and he lay with her. 2 Samuel chapter 11 verse 4. Question 5. Which of David's wives was the daughter of King Saul? A. Haggith. B. Abigail. C. Michal. D. Maacah. The correct answer is C. Michal. The explanation. Michal, Saul's daughter, became David's wife and helped him escape from her father's plans to kill him. Saul's daughter Michal loved David, and they told Saul, and the thing pleased him. 1 Samuel chapter 18 verse 20. Question 6. Who were the two wives of Elkanah? A. Ruth and Naomi. B. Hannah and Peninnah. C. Esther and Vashti. D. Rachel and Leah. The correct answer is B. Hannah and Peninnah. The explanation. Elkanah had two wives, Hannah who was barren, and Peninnah who had children. This created tension in their household. He had two wives. The name of the one was Hannah, and the name of the other Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 2. Question 7. What was Peninnah's attitude toward Hannah? A. Supportive. B. Indifferent. C. Mocking and provoking her. D. Encouraging her to pray. The correct answer is C. Mocking and provoking her. The explanation. Peninnah would provoke and mock Hannah because of her barrenness, causing her great distress. Her rival used to provoke her grievously to irritate her because the Lord had closed her womb. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 6. Question 8. What did Hannah promise to God if he gave her a son? A. She would build a temple. B. She would dedicate her son to the Lord. C. She would give her wealth to the poor. D. She would become a prophetess. The correct answer is B. She would dedicate her son to the Lord. The explanation. Hannah vowed to dedicate her son to God's service, promising that he would be a Nazirite. And she vowed a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if you will, give to your servant a son, then I will give him to the Lord all the days of his life. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 11. Question 9. Why was Lot's wife punished during their escape from Sodom? A. She disobeyed Lot's commands. B. She mocked the angels. C. She looked back at the city. D. She refused to leave. The correct answer is C. She looked back at the city. The explanation. Lot's wife looked back at Sodom despite the angel's warning, showing her attachment to the city, and was turned into a pillar of salt. But Lot's wife behind him looked back and she became a pillar of salt. Genesis chapter 19 verse 26.
Enjoying the Bible quiz? Subscribe now for more challenging and fun Bible questions.
Question 10. What happened to Lot's wife as they fled Sodom? A. She turned into a pillar of salt. B. She was swept away in the flood. C. She fell into a pit. D. She was struck by lightning. The correct answer is A. She turned into a pillar of salt. The explanation. Lot's wife disobeyed the angel's command not to look back and was turned into a pillar of salt as a consequence. But Lot's wife behind him looked back and she became a pillar of salt. Genesis chapter 19 verse 26. Question 11. How was Rebekah chosen to be Isaac's wife? A. Isaac chose her from the Canaanites. B. Abraham's servant prayed for guidance, and Rebekah fulfilled the sign. C. She was selected by Abraham's wife Sarah. D. She was the daughter of Isaac's uncle. The correct answer is B. Abraham's servant prayed for guidance, and Rebekah fulfilled the sign. The explanation. Abraham's servant prayed for a sign that the right woman would offer water to both him and his camels, and Rebekah did so. Let the young woman to whom I shall say, Please let down your jar that I may drink, and who shall say, Drink, and I will water your camels, let her be the one. Genesis chapter 24 verse 14. Question 12. What was Rebekah's response when she realized she was carrying twins? A. She rejoiced. B. She sought advice from Isaac. C. She feared for her life. D. She inquired of the Lord. The correct answer is D. She inquired of the Lord. The explanation. Rebekah sought the Lord's counsel when she experienced turmoil during her pregnancy, and he revealed that two nations were in her womb, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it is thus, why is this happening to me? So she went to inquire of the Lord. Genesis chapter 25 verse 22. Question 13. What was Rebekah's role in ensuring Jacob received Isaac's blessing? A. She prayed for him. B. She confronted Esau. C. She told Isaac the truth. D. She helped him deceive Isaac. The correct answer is D. She helped him deceive Isaac. The explanation. Rebekah orchestrated a plan for Jacob to receive Isaac's blessing meant for Esau, fulfilling the prophecy about Jacob's prominence. Rebekah said to her son Jacob, "I heard your father speak to your brother Esau. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice as I command you." Genesis chapter 27 verses 6 to 8. Question 14. Who was Jacob's first wife? A. Leah. B. Rachel. C. Bilhah. D. Zilpah. The correct answer is A. Leah. The explanation. Jacob intended to marry Rachel, but Laban deceived him by giving Leah as his wife first. And in the morning, behold, it was Leah, and Jacob said to Laban, "What is this you have done to me?" Genesis chapter 29 verse 25. Question 15. How many years did Jacob work to marry Rachel? A. 7 years. B. 10 years. C. 14 years. D. 20 years. The correct answer is C. 14 years. The explanation. Jacob worked for 7 years to marry Rachel, but after being deceived into marrying Leah, he worked an additional 7 years for Rachel. So Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed to him but a few days because of the love he had for her. Genesis chapter 29 verse 20. Question 16. What did Leah hope for when she bore Jacob his first sons? A. Wealth. B. Jacob's love. C. Honor among her sisters. D. A blessing from God. The correct answer is B. Jacob's love. The explanation. Leah hoped that bearing sons would earn her Jacob's affection. And Leah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Reuben, for she said, "Because the Lord has looked upon my affliction, for now my husband will love me." Genesis chapter 29 verse 32. Question 17. Which wife of Jacob stole her father's household gods? A. Rachel. B. Leah. C. Zilpah. D. Bilhah. The correct answer is A. Rachel. The explanation. Rachel took her father's household gods without his knowledge, possibly to secure blessings or inheritance. Rachel stole her father's household gods. Genesis chapter 31 verse 19. Question 18. What did Rachel name her last son before dying in childbirth? A. Naphtali. B. Zebulun. C. Benoni. D. Asher. The correct answer is C. Ben-Oni. The explanation. Rachel named her son Ben-Oni, meaning son of my sorrow, before she died. And as her soul was departing, for she was dying, she called his name Ben-Oni, but his father called him Benjamin. Genesis chapter 35 verse 18. Question 19. Why did Sarah suggest that Abraham marry Hagar? A. To strengthen alliances. B. Because she was barren. C. Because God commanded it. D. To fulfill a prophecy. The correct answer is B. Because she was barren. The explanation. Sarah, unable to conceive, suggested that Abraham take Hagar as a wife to bear a child on her behalf. And Sarai said to Abram, "Behold now, the Lord has prevented me from bearing children. Go in to my servant, it may be that I shall obtain children by her." Genesis chapter 16 verse 2. Question 20. How did Sarah respond when Isaac was finally born? A. She cried with joy. B. She danced. C. She said, "God has brought me laughter." D. She prayed. The correct answer is C. She said, God has brought me laughter. The explanation. Sarah rejoiced when Isaac was born, seeing his birth as a miraculous blessing from God. And Sarah said, God has made laughter for me. Everyone who hears will laugh over me. Genesis chapter 21 verse 6. Question 21. What did Sarah do to Hagar after Hagar conceived Ishmael? A. Sent her away. B. Dealt harshly with her. C. Blessed her. D. Took care of her. The correct answer is B. Dealt harshly with her. The explanation. Sarah dealt harshly with Hagar after she conceived, leading Hagar to flee, and Sarai dealt harshly with her, and she fled from her. Genesis chapter 16 verse 6.
Enjoying the Bible quiz? Subscribe now for more challenging and fun Bible questions.
Question 22. How old was Sarah when she gave birth to Isaac? A. 80. B. 85. C. 90. D. 100. The correct answer is C. 90. The explanation. Sarah was 90 years old when she gave birth to Isaac, fulfilling God's promise to Abraham and Sarah. Abraham and Sarah were old, advanced in years. The way of women had ceased to be with Sarah. Genesis chapter 17 verse 17. Question 23. Who was the wife of Hosea, the prophet, in a symbolic marriage? A. Rahab. B. Zapora. C. Gomer. D. Tamar. The correct answer is C. Gomer. The explanation. Hosea's marriage to Gomer was symbolic of God's relationship with unfaithful Israel. When the Lord first spoke through Hosea, the Lord said to Hosea, Go, take to yourself a wife of whoredom, and have children of whoredom. Hosea chapter 1 verses 2-3. Question 24. Who was the infamous wife of King Ahab? A. Athaliah. B. Deborah. C. Jezebel. D. Jezebel. The correct answer is D. Jezebel. The explanation. Jezebel, wife of King Ahab, is infamous for promoting the worship of Baal and opposing the prophets of God. Ahab took for his wife Jezebel, the daughter of Ethbaal, king of the Sidonians, and went and served Baal and worshipped him. 1 Kings chapter 16 verse 31. Question 25. What was Jezebel's relationship with the prophets of God? A. She persecuted them. B. She supported them. C. She ignored them. D. She married one. The correct answer is A. She persecuted them. The explanation. Jezebel killed many of the prophets of God, opposing their message and promoting Baal worship. For when Jezebel cut off the prophets of the Lord, Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them by 50s in a cave. 1 Kings chapter 18 verse 4. Question 26. How did Jezebel die? A. She was struck by lightning. B. She fled to Tyre. C. She was thrown from a window and trampled. D. She was assassinated. The correct answer is C. She was thrown from a window and trampled. The explanation. Jezebel met her end as prophesied, being thrown from a window and trampled by horses. He said, Throw her down. So they threw her down, and some of her blood spattered on the wall and on the horses, and they trampled on her. 2 Kings chapter 9 verse 33. Question 27. Why did Zapora circumcise her son? A. To fulfill a vow. B. To save Moses' life. C. To prepare for the Exodus. D. To follow the law. The correct answer is B. To save Moses' life. The explanation. Zapora circumcised her son to appease God, saving Moses from death during their journey to Egypt. Then Zapora took a flint and cut off her son's foreskin and touched Moses' feet with it and said, "Surely you are a bridegroom of blood to me." Exodus chapter 4 verse 25. Question 28. What nationality was Zapora? A. Midianite. B. Egyptian. C. Canaanite. D. Hittite. The correct answer is A. Midianite. The explanation. Zapora, the wife of Moses, was a Midianite and the daughter of Jethro, a priest of Midian. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. Exodus chapter 2 verse 16. Question 29. What is Job's wife known for in the Bible? A. Her faithfulness to Job. B. Questioning Job's faith. C. Supporting Job in his trials. D. Encouraging Job to persevere. The correct answer is B. Questioning Job's faith. The explanation. Job's wife questioned his steadfast faith in God amidst suffering, urging him to curse God and die. Then his wife said to him, "Do you still hold fast your integrity? Curse God and die." Job chapter 2 verse 9. Question 30. What did Job reply to his wife when she told him to curse God? A. You speak as one of the foolish women speaks. B. You are right, I will give up. C. Why are you so cruel? D. Let us pray for wisdom. The correct answer is A. You speak as one of the foolish women speaks. The explanation. Job rebuked his wife's suggestion to curse God, showing his unwavering faith. But he said to her, "You speak as one of the foolish women would speak. Shall we receive good from God, and shall we not receive evil?" Job chapter 2 verse 10.
Don't forget to subscribe and like to support our channel. Share your score in the comments and join our community and support our mission.